Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got our Virus Metal Greymon mat and our Black War Greymon helping us out because I really don't have anyone else to kind of go with the theme. I went to Target and I found some UforceVeedramon decks. They had 3. I only picked up 2 because I like to have 1 to keep how it is, and then some extra cards to mess around with. Could I have used 3? Maybe. But like in the past when I had 3, it was to keep 1 as is, customize another one as its color, and then keep the third one for like extra cards to like mix around and stuff with. This is different because this is the first deck that we're looking at which is already blue deck out. And I am especially excited about this one because I already customized one of the blue decks I got. And I put in Vidramon, and I put in, going back to the Tamers, I got 3 copies of the V-Tamer tie, which, for a refresher, he is a 2-play cost main. If you have a Digimon with Vidramon in its name, you may suspend this tamer to activate one of the following effects. Activate draw 1 card from your deck, or this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for the turn. And a security effect, play this card without paying its memory cost. And because of that, like, I put the 3 Vidramon Zeros that I have, 2 other Vidramons, some Arrow Vidramon, and 2 copies of the UforceVeedramon that I had. Trying to monopolize on upping their power or drawing, because draw power is great, and as I've said before, I don't like discarding, so the idea of just getting to draw an extra card for having it out and suspending a tamer, super good to me. So before we open one of them up, the first thing that immediately jumped out to me is this includes 6 bonus super rare cards. Because looking at the older ones, it says includes a booster pack. So this one doesn't have a booster pack in it. And that is an immediate disappointment to me. I've said it before, I like having the booster packs to immediately customize a deck. If these are randomized 6 super rare cards, I'd be fine with it. But as we turn it around and we look at the contents, ready to play 54 card deck, memory gauge, index card, first anniversary campaign cards. So that to me, I believe it means that there are like 6 cards specifically for the first anniversary, and it's going to be the same. Then just going over the packaging a bit more, the different types of cards, says what's in there. Oh, yeah, there it is. The context of this product are the same in any box. So I think what that means is that every UforceVeedramon deck is going to be the exact same. We'll open them both up just to double check. We got a sad face saying, if you're too young, don't get it. The side is a lot different than the other ones. They've got it reversed, which I don't like. For the simple reason that I would like them all to be on the same side, so I could like have them all lined up next to each other and see what's in them. This way, like that, and it lines up, but I don't like it. I've shown you all what's in the deck just by looking at the side, but I haven't taken a good look at it yet. Bottom's pure white. Top's boring. Just tells you what it is. All right, let us open this one up and get started. So I'm interested to see what this deck is going to add to the playstyle. And like, could I get some extra stuff going on with drawing those cards or whatnot? Okay. So already there's no like extra slip for the pack in the back, so there isn't a extra pack. They do have the two things separated. Let's take a look at these afterwards. Because right now we want to look at the deck. There we go. All right, starting off, I believe we have 4 copies. Yes. We have 4 copies of a new Digimon, whose inherited effect is your turn. While you have 8 or more cards in your hand, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. Already I love that, because with the draw power that I'm getting from the other deck, getting 8 cards shouldn't be too hard. So I'll probably swap out the Digimon that I got in the other deck for this one. So that is 4 copies of that. Next up, we got a vanilla Alekmon. He's a 2 play cost, a 0 Digivolution cost, 3000 DP, no ability, carrying after eggs, much like he was in the first series. And that one's hatching into Vidramon, maybe? Alright, and you get 4 copies of that. Next up, we got 4 copies of Goblin. He's a 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP, and he's got the inherited effect of while you have 8 or more cards in your hand, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. So, playing off our Vmon, that would give the Digimon plus 2000 DP. I think I'm starting to see a pattern. We got 4 copies of him. Next we got Dracomon, who's a 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP. And on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon with Dracomon in its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. This guy's not going to make it into the Vmon deck because it doesn't synergize. He's showing a new archetype. If I were to put him in, I would literally throw 4 copies of him in just to try and mill them out of the deck. Because they send the rest to the bottom of the deck. That's 4 copies. Next, we got a super shiny Vmon. And yeah, it's textured. So that's pretty neat. He has a 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 2000 DP. The active ability of if your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon in play, this Digimon can Digivolve into a UforceVeedramon in your hand for a memory cost of 4, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. An inherited effect of when attacking, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, trigger draw 1. Okay, I like this one. It's a choice between him or Gabumon. Because Gabumon gives it a plus 1000. This one lets you draw an extra card. And the ability to go into UforceVeedramon from Vmon, that could help a lot of game states where you're not pulling the right cards. Because there's been a couple times that I've played the game where I will pull rookies and then I'll pull ultimates, but I won't have any champions, so I'm not able to Digivolve up there. So if you've lost so much momentum that your opponent's gotten a Mega out, being able to Digivolve from Rookie to Mega is great. So let's see. Are they... Oh, that's very nice. Okay. So you've only got 2 copies of this guy, but they're both at really nice shine. I like that. Next up, we got Vidramon. He's a 4-play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 5,000 DP, and no active ability, but his inherited ability is, when attacking, if you have 8 or more cards in your hand, return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand. Trash all the Digivolution cards of that Digimon. I mean, you're saying return a rookie to the hand and trash everything underneath it. So really, you're just going to trash the baby, and the most they're going to have to do is pay the memory cost to bring it back out. That's not a good stall tactic. I mean, unless, like, niche situations where you're, like, playing against Lucemon, this isn't going to do a lot to stop it. I am interested, like, who is he fighting? I'm not sure. Kind of looks like a Ogremon or Vilemon? I don't know. Who do you think he's fighting? Throw a comment down below. Let me know. You get 2 copies of him. Honestly, I would have, like with the Vmons, same thing. I would have liked 4 copies, 2 of them be foil and 2 of them not. That would have been nice. But what do I know? Next up, we got Cordramon, who is a 6-play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 5,000 DP. He has the active effect of security at the end of battle. Play this card without paying its memory cost, so if it's pulled up in the security stack. On play, trigger draw 2. Draw 2 cards from your deck. And no inherited ability. Okay, so for a 6-play cost, you get to draw 2 cards from your deck. That's a lot. However, if it's in the security stack, if I'm reading it correct, at the end of battle, play this card without paying its memory cost. So you would play it from the stack, and then you would draw 2 cards from there. So that is super powerful if it's in your security stack. If you could get this guy into the security stack, like I know yellow has some mild manipulation, like putting cards into security. That would be super powerful if you could guarantee this guy in there. And there is 4 copies of him in the deck. Next up, we got Gorillamon. I liked him a lot. He's got a very asymmetric look with the Mega Man cannon in the arm. And he's fighting some Vilemon. So maybe Vidramon was fighting some Vilemon. He is a 6-play cost, a 1 Digivolution cost, 6,000 DP, vanilla. No effects whatsoever. So he's a big, beefy boy that's easy to Digivolve into, doesn't take a lot of memory. So he's kind of one that I see as, like, trying to keep your turn going while getting more powerful things, getting ready for a Mega. And there are 4 copies of him in the deck. Next up, we got a Manziman, another vanilla. 5-play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 6,000 DP. No effect. He is jamming out to that Edamon singing. And I cannot tell if that's Panjamon down there or not, the recolor. We got, I can't remember what the Dogsmon name is. And we got X-Tyrannomon chilling there too. I can't remember that dog Digimon's name for the life of me. They're having a disco party. That's pretty cool. We get 2 copies of him. Then we got Wingdramon, who is our first ultimate, I believe. Yeah. Am I correct? Is Manziman an ultimate? He is an ultimate. Okay. That So this is our second ultimate. Yeah? Yes, because Gorillamon's a champion. Second ultimate. Play cost is 7. 3 Digivolution cost. 7,000 DP. He has blocker. And no inherited effect. I like about 2 blockers in the deck. Seeing one at ultimate level, that could turn away a lot of attackers. I could see that scaring some people. But Blue's play strategy is usually getting rid of the underneath Digimon or the ones on top, so I'm not sure how useful he'd be. And we get 4 copies of him, so a little much. No, do not fall. Next up, we got this nice shiny Vidramon, yeah. I was about to say Vmon, but that's wrong. He's got a 7 play cost, a 3 Digivolution cost, 7,000 DP. He has jamming. This Digimon can't be deleted in battles against security Digimon. And he's got the inherited effect of your turn while you have 8 or more cards in your hand. This Digimon gains security attack +1. Simply having jamming, this guy is going to make it into my custom deck. Because there was a game I played where I put out Ogremon who had jamming. And he wrecked shop. By the time the opponent was like able to like comfortably take him out, it had been like he took out like 2 or 3 security cards. It was not fun for them. And we're getting 4 copies. Yo, that's a full... Ooh. Yeah, definitely going to have to put him in. That gives me 4 copies of that. That's great. Next up, we got our first Mega Slayer Dramon, who is an 11 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 11,000 DP. And he's got the active effect of when Digivolving, this Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn. Your turn, this Digimon is unblockable. Oh. So, realistically, Vmon and Goblimon are out underneath him. You have 8 or more cards in hand. So he's at 13,000. That's the best case scenario. And he could take out 2 security cards. If you had... What was it? If you have the Vidramon down, that gives him another +1. So that would be 3 security cards he'd be able to take out. And he is unblockable. If you could get him with jamming as an inherited ability, he would be too much at that point. Like, that would just be crazy. Like, even taking him down to just 2 security stacks with jamming, like, you wouldn't have to worry about powering him up that much. He would just be able to swing in, take out 2 cards, and regardless of what they are, he wouldn't be deleted. And you get 4 copies of him. I will say that they are definitely upping the ante on the foil cards in this starter. Then we got our big boy, UforceVeedramon, a 12 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 12,000 DP. When Digivolving, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to its owner's hand. Trash all of the Digivolution cards of that Digimon. When attacking, once per turn, if you have 8 or more cards in your hand, unsuspend this Digimon. I like this one. I don't know if I like it better than the other UforceVeedramon. Trying to take a look and see if I can find the other UForce to see. Because that's going to be a big thing, because I like his abilities. It's just that first ability, only taking out a champion, and only 1. And then the second ability, it's like he gets unsuspended if you have 8 or more cards in your hand. I understand that some of the cards in the deck allow that to happen. I think integrating them into my custom deck, I could definitely get that easier. Let's see. Yeah, no, I think I like the other UforceVeedramon better. Just putting it on screen real quick. This one isn't in the deck. But like, your turn, when one of your blue tamers becomes suspended, unsuspend this Digimon. So running those 3 in there, like every single time I tap them to draw a card or pump this guy's power up, he unsuspends. And then your turn, once per turn, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, gain 1 memory. So this guy, when I have 8 or more cards in the hand, he unsuspends once. And the other ability is he gets to return something. So, yeah. I don't know. I think they're pretty much a toss-up. This guy is slightly more powerful. He's cheaper to straight out play, more expensive to digivolve from. I'm going to have to double check the Vmon to see if it says, like, just for straight up cost of 4. Because, like, if it's for their digivolution cost, that'd be great. But I doubt it. And we got only 1 copy? Really? What? No. What? Did I accidentally? Okay, I did. I did accidentally pull them both. I was like, that's weird. So you get 2 copies of him. Okay. Next up, the option cards. Hammer Spark. 0 cost, gain 1 memory. Security effect, gain 2 memory. Alright, not crazy. I think that's very similar to one of the option cards from the original. It is the exact same. This is just a redesign of Hammer Spark. I didn't look at the number down there. It is literally just the same card, just different artwork. So I'll probably end up swapping out 2 of these for 2 of these, just to get the different artwork in. This one's a little more realistic. But it's good, so yeah. Oh, so there's only 2 in the deck. Okay. How many did I put in my custom deck? I put 3 in my custom deck, it looks like. Yeah. We got Victory Sword, which is a 3-play cost. Main, unsuspend one of your blue Digimon. Security effect, add this card to its owner's hand. Okay. This one's alright. I like the low play cost. Because when you don't have anything else to do, you can like attack with the Digimon. Especially if it has jamming, like the Arrow Vidramon. Attack, take something out, unsuspend, maybe give your opponent 1 memory at the end. And that's a good place to end on. And you get 4 copies? Okay. That's probably to do with all the draw power. I'd have to imagine like they're trying to offset that. V-Wing Blade. A 6 cost. Main, return one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon to its owner's hand. Trash all the Digivolution cards of that Digimon. This is great. This is good. Like, it's not going to take care of the level 7s. But, like, seeing someone get up to a Playmaker and just being like, nope, that goes back to your hand. Or even if it's, like, they're, like, on the ropes. And they're like, well, I'll just pay this Mega's cost. And so, like, the memory gauge immediately goes into your side. You can immediately go, like, no, put that back in your hand. And its security effect is activate this card's main effect. I definitely like it. Definitely would think of 1 or 2 off. You get 4 copies. Okay. And that's all the cards in the deck. Next, we got the memory gauge, which I'm glad to see them doing some real nice memory gauge stuff. Again, this one is the wrong size for the gift box to go with. But I'm really digging it. It's like nice metallic. You can kind of see the numbers through the back. Don't know what's up with that. Like, you can see the 10s right there. That's interesting. But very cool. Definitely stepped up their game on the cards in the box. The other cards are how to play, which I want to say, was there more in the original? Or was there just 3 cards? I want to say there was 5 cards that you need in the first one. So it looks like there is 4 cards? Oh, no, there is only 3 cards. In the first one, there are the 2, and then the back sides of these have other instructions. So that's what's going on there. Okay. So it's the same number of instruction. I was like, did something change? Did the rules change? What happened? But no, so it's the same amount. It's just they gave you the memories things on their own. So they don't have instructions on the back. Which, again, I like. Because in the other ones, you had to like pop out a memory token. And you would ruin the instructions on how to read them. That said, there is no memory marker. And that is a minor disappointment. Because that means you're going to have to use a coin or something. And I hope you sleeve these if you're using a coin, because I'd hate for them to get scratched up. So that's the deck. Let's take a look at the anniversary cards. I think I already have one of these. Because I went to a shop, and they had a bunch of singles. And one of them was in there, and they were doing them where it's like, I think it was like anything that wasn't foil was like 10 cents or something like that. Oh, no, I don't. This is completely different. These are shiny as all get out, and that same kind of textured. So we got Red Memory Boost, which is a 3 play cost, and reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 red Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then place this card in your battle area. Main delay. Trash this card in your battle area to activate the effect below. You can't activate the effect the turn this card enters play. Gain 2 memory. And security. Place this card into the owner's battle area. So this is a nice searcher. So 3 memory to play it, but you gain 2 back later. So that's like paying 1 memory to play it out. And it's really good if you're like at 2 memory or something like that. Then you can play it, search out a red Digimon, put that in your hand, play this on the field. They only have 1 memory to start with. And then the following turn, you got an extra 2 memory to play with. And this is the Geogreymon Agumon in the picture, because he's got the arm things. Next, Blue Memory Boost. I think they're all just going to be memory boosts. 3 play cost. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 blue Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining at the bottom of your deck. Then place this card in the battle area. Gain 2 memory. Can't be done the same turn that it's done. Security effect. Place this card in its own battle area. Okay, so I think all 6 of them are going to be the same, just different colors. So I'm not going to worry about reading them. So, yep. Same thing, yellow memory boost. And we've got a regular Greymon Agumon here. I definitely like the Agumon, or the Greymon in the background. What did... Is that... I don't... Oh, that is a Geogreymon in the background. That is just a very weird angle to do it. It's not like straight on. It's like... I don't know. But it's an odd angle. There's a Vidramon back there. I like that. We have green memory boost with Wormmon and Singmon. and a Kumamon over at the side, and a Kabuterimon off to the other side. Pretty nice. Haguramon with a Gardramon in the background. Very cool. Ooh, Demivimon and Devamon. So good. Love it. So psyched for that one. Also not sure what's going on with Devamon's look. Like he is wigging out there. Yep, that was the final one. So this is a pretty cool pack. Definitely like it. But I'm sure that means that they're the same in the other one. Just to double confirm, we're going to open this one real quick. So I know we're at the 30-minute mark. But I just want to be thorough, because otherwise, like, I want to give proper information for these things. I don't want to be incorrect about something. Like, we don't have to unpack any of it. All I need to do... Yep, they're the exact same 6 cards. So that's a big negative, in my opinion, for the cards themselves. Because, again, I liked customization right out of the box. And while I suppose you could put all of them in your deck, like, you can really only put the blue in the deck. You could risk and put the other ones in and hope you get them in the security stack. Otherwise, you're not really able to play them. So that's a big negative for this deck, is that they have hampered the customization right out of the box. Incredibly so. And that the fact that there's no random cards in it, in my opinion, means that these are going to become shelf warmers at some point. Because, like, these ones, you put them down to half price, you put them down to $5, it's still got that random pack in there. That could still be a thing that people would want to get. That's always going to have the same 6 cards in it, and I can guarantee, like, some years down the road, those things are going to flood the market, and they're not going to be worth anything. Like, right now, these are probably worth something, because trying to find the starter decks is pretty hard. I was only able to find the UforceVeedramon. I'm still looking for the Alekmon deck. I want to do a review of that one. That's why, again, we're going out of order with number 8. But that's the big issue for those, is that I like having that customization right out of the box. This one doesn't really allow it. So there's my review of the, or my unboxing of the UforceVeedramon deck. Do I think you should pick it up? Yes, I think you should. 1 copy? 2 if you're like me. No more than that. Because the memory boost cards are good, but like I said, you'll be able to get those in a while for pennies, is what I imagine. Because again, every single one of these has them in there. And especially, like, if you're not playing that color, like, if I'm playing green, and that's what I'm playing, I'm going to want this one. I'm not going to want these 5, which means I'm going to throw these 5 up on eBay or something to try and get my money back. So you really only need 2 copies of the deck to get everything. I wouldn't suggest any more than that. The cards are good. I like the draw power in this one. I think it's going to go good with the custom deck that I made to mix them together and get some more draw power and extra power that way. So I definitely think it supports the blue playstyle, and I think there are some good cards that you can get in there. I would also like to see someone build a Slayerdramon deck out of it. Just real quick, I do want to take a look. Okay, so I did not read that guy so much. Dracomon, I misunderstood. He is much better than I thought he was immediately. Because it's revealed the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card with Dramaan in its name. So this guy goes from being a throwaway card to he's going in the custom deck now too. Because being able to pull any of the Vmon-like stuff is great. So I think it's a very solid deck. I think you should definitely pick it up if you find one. You could definitely mess around with blue. If blue's not your color, I'm not sure this is the one that you want to start with. I'd probably go with the other one, because being able to get rid of things underneath is a lot better for a new player. But if you already have blue, pick this up. So before we head out, I still have 2 more of these packs to go. And I feel like now is a good one to do it. So let's see. We got into Hercules Kabuterimon and Wizardmon. So we got Guillaumon, Gabumon, Kudamon, or Kurasaimon. So 50-50. The 50% I would still want would be Guillaumon or Kurasaimon. Sorry. And the 2 that I wouldn't want would be Gabumon or Kudamon. That, of course, is not how things work. The other 2 are still in the pool to get in here. Or you did not open the way I'd want. Super difficult this time. Oh, come on, just do a clean open. There we go. Okay. And we got Kurasaimon. Yo, cool. All right. So this is a 4 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 5,000 DP. Has no active ability, but has the inherited ability of all turns, all your Digimon with the same name as this Digimon get decoy, black/white. When one of your other black or white Digimon would be deleted, you may delete this Digimon instead. Oh, that's an insane power boost for Digimon, being able to give all of his copies this ability, so that there is just a bunch of them, and anytime you try and delete the main one of the other ones gets destroyed instead. This is a super good one. If you're building a Digimon deck, I would definitely say 4 copies of this guy, because that is insane. Alright, so with that is the end of this video. If you'd like to, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any ideas of what you'd like to see from me in the future. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It really helps. And until then, I will see you next time.